Hey, what's up, man? Thank y'all for tuning in. So, after doing one of these breakdowns in a recap, I wasn't as prepared as I am for this one. So, we had the Indiana Fevers play versus the Las Vegas Aces, and we got what we was looking for. We got some of the answers that we needed. Now, you got somebody like Aja Wilson who showed you that she deserved to be in the spotlight. And then you have Caitlin Clark, which is she came up short. Now, one of the things that I want to say is the Las Vegas Aces is literally one of one of the most complete teams in literally in the WNBA. They're the only one that I see that can play a complete style when it comes to the game, right? That they make the game look like or they play the game the way it's supposed to be played. And so like that's the one thing that I actually liked and enjoyed about watching the Las Vegas Aces play versus the Indiana Fever. Now, some of the stuff that I was like anticipating, I just wanted to see the matchup. Although they play two different positions, Aja Wilson and Caitlin Clark, I think these two matchups would have been it would have been even bigger if they would have promoted the game the way that they supposed to. This is exactly why I had an issue with them not promoting these two ladies, because now what happened was an opportunity was missed for them to big up the game to make more eyes be on the WNBA. Now it's like, okay, you saw what happened. You saw the product that somebody like Aja Wilson can be or bring, but nobody really knew that. So therefore, the people that are Caitlin Clark supporters and fans, yeah, they had a chance to watch it, but the casuals, they really didn't know much about it. So therefore, they didn't tune in. So had the league said, you know what, we're going to market this. We're going to say that this team right here and this player versus this player will create this type of atmosphere in game, style of play. And it's a must watch to see how both of these two ladies fare against each other. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do that. So therefore, a lot of people miss some good games, man. They missed the Aces, they miss the Fever, the Indiana Fever. Now, I'll say this, man. I now understand why the Indiana Fever is only that they only won one game. I understand why. It's because, first of all, I think everybody is putting too much pressure on Caitlin Clark. And I tried to explain this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is not LeBron James. Okay, it's cool. You're a fan of her. All right, cool. Let you be a fan. But I tried to explain that this is what's going to come with it. A lot of people don't understand how pressure is, like what it feels like. They don't understand, like, a person has to be able to manage too many different things to be able to succumb to a lot of pressure. Now just think, they talking about her outside of the court. You got people that don't like her for no reason. You got other people. Let me see. Hey, Trucks Tug, what's up? Appreciate you being here. But look, they got a lot of people that's riding on her, putting all of this pressure on her. They now have charter flights. They now have other things, right? They have ladies that don't like her. They have ladies that that understands that she just wasn't going to come into the lead and dominate, right? They understood these things. Now, just imagine you take some of the pressure off of Caitlin Clark and say, you know what? We just going to see what she grooms to be. What will she grow to be? The type of player. Now, college, she was X, Y, and Z, right? She was one of the greatest, right? I appreciate you, Trucks Tuck. Now she's one of the greatest college players ever to, lace her shoes up and touch the basketball, right? You can give her praises, but I was trying to explain to y'all, this is the type of product that y'all creating. She only had 8 points. She literally only had 8 points in a big game versus the Las Vegas Aces. Now, people told you that A'ja Wilson was a hater, or Diana Taurasi was a hater, that all these people were a hater when they said that basically you are the one that you are the one that's going to be the greatest player in this league, and without ever even touching the ball or without ever even playing in the league. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of ladies were feeling disrespected when they felt like a person was given preference far as the way that she's able to move. Then, they said, hey, man, we just talked about equality. Now you sitting up there giving her different treatments than the way that you treat me. I understand that she's bringing attention to the league, but now, you know what I'm saying? You're doing what we accuse the men of doing. We're doing that amongst ourselves, so we can't do that. So therefore, a lot of ladies, they didn't like what Caitlin Clark, the treatment that she was getting, the attention that she was getting, right? So now you got all these ladies that's marking their calendar trying to play versus her, right? And in return, he said, say hi to yeah, I already said it was good, Truck Tuck. But now, you got all these ladies that's like, you know what? I'm gonna prove to y'all that I'm better than her. And there ain't nothing wrong with her not being the best player in the league. But what is wrong is that the pressure that is put on her for people to crown her so early, and then she's not performing the way that people thought she was going to perform. Nobody can tell me that they will ever thought that she would just only score 8 points. Now, this is a person that was scoring 40 points, 30 points in college. She was scoring a whole bunch of points. She broke the record, right? The NCAA record. And now she's in the WNBA, and she's very inconsistent with her play. So now the fact that she's getting all these treatments, guess what they're going to do next? They're going to go to the Nikes. They're going to go to all these other people that give endorsements, right? And they're going to basically say, hey, okay, y'all sat there and gave her a $20 million contract, right? Which ain't got nothing to do with her. I mean, she only took what they offered, but you gave her a $20 million contract, and she's not even producing, and we are. That and people like Agun Abuwale, people like A'ja Wilson, people like Breanna Stewart, you know what I'm saying? Like Elisa Thomas, all these ladies are going to be able to have a legitimate argument as to why they're not getting endorsements. And basically, they're going to create problems for Nike, problems for Adidas, problems for all these other companies. Because first of all, you can't say, oh, well, it's because she's very marketable and she's one of the top players in the league. Can't say that, because she's not. She's not even a top 10 player in this league so far. And she's been very inconsistent. But that's not due to the fault of her own. It's just that the media put so much expectations on her, and now other ladies want to prove that they are the better player, which they should be doing that anyway, right? But they're now really have more of an incentive, an added incentive to go at her, because they're going to say, you know what? If I sit there and make her look bad on the court, I should be able to get an endorsement. I should be able to get everything that comes to me. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why you got a lot of these women out here, man. When they play this game, all of them got it marked on their calendar. When they play this game, this is the one that they really getting up for. This is like their championship game, right? Because it's like, y'all know Kaylin's gonna bring the eyes. So therefore, you got somebody like the Aces. They like, you know what? We already better than her, so we gonna, you know what I'm saying? We gonna show them. We gonna blow them out. We gonna beat them, right? This is the stuff that they're doing. But now, what is also happening in the process is the popularity is somewhat dwindling, meaning, or the anticipation is also dwindling, meaning that he said, right, Sean say, the WNBA, I'm trying to get into it. I'm going to keep watching. Hope it gets better. And that's what I was trying to say, Sean, is that the WNBA, Kaylin and Angel Reese help bring the eyes. Matter of fact, the whole class is bringing the eyes, right? Because a lot of them doing some amazing things. They bringing the eyes to the WNBA. But the problem is you got a lot of the ladies missing layups. They miss, like, the post present is non-existent. The shot selection sometimes is terrible. The way that they lose the ball just out of nowhere is crazy. The air balls, like, that's in the NBA, but it's not throughout the whole duration of the game. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to say, oh damn, is he going to make that layup if he's open? You're saying that with the WNBA though. You feel what I'm saying? It's like first of all, if y'all going to ask for a huge salary, be able to first make layups, be able to, show that you guys belong, show that you guys are the better team. Now, I am going to say this. So far, out of all the games that I've been watching, the Las Vegas, although Connecticut Suns is undefeated still, right? They just beat the Chicago Skies by 4 points. Although they are undefeated, the best team in the league, the WNBA league right now, to me, is the Las Vegas Aces. They played the most complete game that I've seen. A'ja Wilson is legit. She's a legit player. She has everything in her arsenal. She can bang down low. She can shoot the three ball. She can shoot the mid range. She can play defense, right? She can do all of that. She can do everything. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, she has help. She got Kelsey Plum, which is a lights out 3-point shooter. You know what I'm saying? One of the best guards. Then you got Jackie Young, who can create her own shots. And not only that, both of these young ladies, they are assist makers. Both of them can give you 10 assists easy. And when you play against somebody like that, it's hard to beat them. I wouldn't be surprised if they beat the Connecticut Suns, because the way that they played, if they're consistent though. If they're consistent with their style of play, it's only one thing can happen, is they go to the top, they beat every team. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing that I feel can happen, because that play was so complete that I was actually very hopeful for the growth of the WNBA. And a lot of people are talking about how they're trying to get into the WNBA, but it's the small things that make them turn it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody makes mistakes, but consistent layups being missed can't be one of them. You know what I'm saying? If you get to the hole, we should automatically know and feel, oh, that layup about to be made. I think sometimes like, oh man, damn, don't miss it, don't miss it, don't miss it. I shouldn't be thinking like that, especially if y'all supposed to be professional. You know what I'm saying? But A'ja, um, she's one of the best. I think Arike Angubuale, I have her over A'ja Wilson. But if it's not A'ja, if it's not her, I'm definitely giving A'ja Wilson the top dog, even over Kalia, even over Kalia Copper. I'm giving it over her because look at these numbers, man. 29, 15, and 2. 29 points, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. That's why I am a very big advocate that if the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Like if the ladies want to grow this league, we're going to have to start talking about all these ladies. We're going to have to start talking about all of them. See, the WNBA, they continue to get it wrong. Only people we focusing on is Caitlin. And then when Caitlin ain't producing the way that they should, guess what? The league quiets back down because they don't know nobody else. The only player that most of these teams know, or most of these casual fans know, and these fans is they know Caitlin Clark, they know Angel Reese, they know Camelia Cardoso, right? They don't really know nobody else like that. The reason they know A'ja Wilson, is because she was talking about the deal, right? Talking about a shoe deal. The only reason, well, they know Diana Taurasi, but the main reason eyes is back on her was basically due to a statement that she made, to Caitlin Clark, saying that she's not ready, and everybody called her a hater. So now, moving forward, what we should do, and to the WNBA, what should be done for the aces, right? Y'all need to be pushing 2 people, Jackie Young, A'ja Wilson. A'ja Wilson, number 1. Okay. For the Fever, you need to be pushing at least 2 people. Okay. And I want to say Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. And the reason why I'm saying Aaliyah Boston, even though she haven't had any standout numbers that just make you just say, wow, she's a freshman. She's still new, right? She's new. Her and Caitlin can actually grow together. You see what I'm saying? So that makes sense. Those are 2 people that you can still use just in case somebody like Caitlin got hurt or whatever. If she's not playing, they still would pay attention to the game because they will have Aaliyah Boston. These are ways that you can continue to grow it, right? So then for the Dallas Wings, we got Arike Angubuale. I say her name all the time. And then we can do Maddie Siegrist, right? Those are 2 ladies that we can push. And it only makes sense because when these teams meet up, now let's say we not even talk about the Indiana Fevers. Let's just say we talking about just the Dallas Wings versus Connecticut Suns, right? We need to know that for the Dallas Wings, we got Arike Angubuale, okay? Her versus somebody like Dewana Bonner, right? Or Lisa Thomas. That's a hell of a matchup that makes people want to watch it because you got 2 ladies that are very good. and that are stars in this league. But you wouldn't know because a lot of people don't know players that's in the WNBA. So what has to happen is the moves have to make sense. People talking about, oh, well, why this person is getting all of this attention and credit and recognition. Y'all see when the NBA players mention the player, the only people they mention is who? Caitlin or sometimes Angel. That's it. Okay. I mean, if according to them, the only people that you think playing is what? Caitlin, Caitlin Clark, which is the Indiana Fevers, and Chicago Sky. Those are the only two teams that you really know, because most people didn't watch the WNBA. And now that people are paying attention, they have to deliver on the product. They have to deliver. And if they're not delivering, what it's going to do is it's going to take the eyes back off the league. And I think if they miss this opportunity, they ain't going to have another one. Because I don't think other than somebody like Juju Watkins, I don't think that they have anybody to look forward to basically, carry the league. You know what I'm saying? I think that she may break some records depending on how long she stays, but like that's the only person that everybody really knows about. You know what I'm saying? Juju Watkins. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, I think when it comes to, hold on, Coach says, he said they made it bad for that young lady. Yes, they made it bad for her, and that's why I was saying the whole time when people was crowning her as the GOAT, they was like, "Oh, she's the greatest of all time," and you're just hating, and you're just not giving the credit. And it's like, no, that's not it. It's not that I'm not giving the credit. What's going on is I understand that you basically playing in a league to where they took all of the top players, right, in the college, and now they're all in the league. So therefore, your competition is heightened. The level of exercise and workout and training that they got is way higher than the college. So therefore, your competition is going to be much harder to play against. And I tried to tell them, is that it, like she's only shooting 30% from the 3-point line. The same way that she played at Iowa is the same way that she's trying to play here, and it's just not transferring. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not transitioning to the same style of play. They're watching her. And if I'm not mistaken, the 3-point line is a little bit further in the WNBA than it is. So when she's shooting from where she's shooting at, she's shooting even further than she does from college. You feel what I'm saying? So I think what has to happen is she needs a true point guard. She's not a true point guard. Caitlin Clark is not a true point guard. She's a person that can dribble to get her shot, but she's not a true point guard. You see, she had 6 turnovers, right? And most of those turnovers is either because she's pressured or because somebody picked her pocket. If you're a true point guard, nobody is just picking your pocket like that. So she can dribble a little bit. And that's why I was telling y'all when I did my comparison, when I did her versus Diana Taurasi, I told y'all Diana Taurasi is a much better dribbler than she is. And y'all going to see exactly what I've been talking about. Now, she may not be able to guard Diana Taurasi, but no, Diana Taurasi may not be able to guard her. But she damn sure not going to be able to guard Diana Taurasi. And that's the other thing. They're going to have to play much better defense. But y'all see the pressure that y'all put on this young lady, and now she's basically folding. Who would thought that she would only have 8 points and out of 30 minutes played? Nobody thought that. But the reason why is because they expecting her to bring that same level of play that she had at Iowa, and it's not it's not doing it. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not translating. So therefore, I think, man, I think that the Indiana Fever, the only way, and I'm not sure about how the trade works, the only way that Caitlin Clark is going to start flourishing is she get a true point guard that can basically set her up for the shot. She's gonna have to be Stephen Curry for real, right? Meaning that she's gonna have to do cuts, running around the screen, setting the pick, right? Everything is gonna have to be made and geared towards her style of play. Because if they don't do that, hold on, he says, hold on, I'm not understanding what you're saying. Says, can you name a car for an edit? Don't say anything stupid. Nah, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, but if y'all like the content, man, definitely hit the subscribe button, man. I appreciate all y'all being in here. But yeah, going back to Caitlin Clark, what has to happen? Because it seems like a lot of coaches are unable to make adjustments. The way that they're going to have to play, they're going to first have to start. They had to first stop bringing her up. I mean, for her to start dribbling up the court, they have to stop letting her be the one to bring the ball up. They're going to have to put her in position to where she runs around, right? Bends. They're going to have to set picks for her, set screens for her. She's going to have to be able to work the mid-range. She's going to have to be able to do the pick and rolls. She's going to have to be able to do all those things. If they really want her to flourish in this league and be a consistent 20-point scorer, they're going to definitely have to make sure that she is getting open, and that she has to exert less energy than, on the offensive end. Because I don't think people understand how much energy that Caitlin exerts, right? She's the main person, the main focus that everybody is paying attention to. And basically, she is the scouting report. So in order to make sure that, they maximize her opportunity, and her style of play, is she's going to have to do everything Curry used to do, everything Reggie Miller used to do, everything that Ray Allen used to do, right? They were all shooters. Stop letting her be the one that actually create the plays. Look, if she have to create the play, the thing is, she's going to still be able to do that. But if they're making her create the shot, dribble, and then come off the dribble with the shot, she's going to be tired every single game. But they can't do that. You feel what I'm saying? Now, running against the screens, there are basically spurts where you just have to burst out, but you're not constantly running. When you go around the screen, basically all you doing is you're bringing your man to their man to your teammate, so your teammate can screen them, and then you burst right to your spot. But then once you get to your spot, all you doing is shooting the ball. See, a lot of people don't really, a lot of coaches don't really pay attention to the X's and O's. They try to create stuff, but it is not translating. The only thing people wants to see, and tell me if I'm lying, the only thing that they want to see is her hit threes. But she hasn't been hitting threes because of the shot selection and the way that they've been basically coaching her. It's not translating. They can't sit there and continue to do the same thing. It's not going to work. She now only averaged 15 a game, 15 points a game. This is somebody that you thought was going to be averaging about 20, 25, at least for this game, right? But it's not translating. So you got somebody like A'ja A'ja Wilson, she should be able to help her carry the lead. You just got to get the media to do their part to say, hey, A'ja Wilson, A'ja Wilson, A'ja Wilson. See, when you say a person name enough, like they are doing Caitlyn, then people begin to believe the hype. Oh man, are y'all watching that game tonight? Who playing? The WNBA? Nah, who playing? Bro, Las Vegas Aces. They playing versus the Indiana Fever, bro. That's A'ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark, bro. It's about to be a movie. See, these are the things that need to be done and need to make sure that all of these women get the proper credit that they deserve and that they earn. But people so focused on, oh, she brung all this money to the league. Well, guess what? Y'all can bring way more than that. All y'all got to do is start giving everybody their credit. Now, how many people gonna say, damn, hold on, A'ja Wilson is the truth. She the best. You know what I'm saying? People are still saying Caitlin Clark is the best, and she haven't even earned it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't even think that right now, the way that she's playing, I don't even think that she's rookie of the year. And a lot of people might be like, oh, no, nah, if she get rookie of the year, let's say tomorrow, right? They did rookie of the year. If she was to get rookie of the year, it will only be because of popularity. It ain't because of her style of play. You know what I'm saying? That's been very inconsistent. Now, I'll tell you who's been very consistent, right? She may not score a lot of points, but she's consistent every time. Angel Reese, she's consistent with her stats every single game. Now, like I said, somebody that she needs to work with, Angel Reese, she needs to work with somebody like A'ja Wilson because they both left-handed. And I think that if she's able to get the post presence that A'ja gets, man, it's over. It's over with that energy that she already has, and the fact that she know how to box out, she know how to get the rebound, put herself in position to help her team win. Man, she'll be dope. She'll be dope. You feel what I'm saying? But what do y'all think, man? Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that they would turn it around? What piece do y'all feel like she need? Do y'all feel like that she's not as good as people portraying her to be? Do you feel like she's just an average player? Do you feel like she's the GOAT? Do you feel like she has a chance, to do some other things, you know what I'm saying, that we don't see in the future? Do y'all think that she's just one of those players that's going to be a hype job? Do y'all feel like she will exceed expectations that most people have about her? There's a lot of questions behind her, and until those questions are answered, depending on what side of the spectrum that she comes out of, that would determine the growth of the league. Because, be honest, everybody needs her team to be successful. Y'all don't just need Caitlyn to be successful. They need the Fever to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Once that happened, then the league shall grow. But while the eyes are on her, they need to be trying to figure out a way to spread it to, amongst every top player. We don't even know who the superstars are, do we? Do y'all know? I know based off, me watching the games. But do you know who the all-stars are? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know about Ionescu? Do you know about her? The one that shot versus um uh Stephen Curry? Do y'all know her? You know what I'm saying? They talk about Caitlin Clark should shoot against Klay Thompson. No, she need to shoot against Ionescu. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to see if she the best in her league before we sit there and see her versus one of the top shooting people that ever existed in the NBA. I want to see her versus Ionescu. That'd be a good game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, I think for the most part, the Fevers, they need some pieces, as well as the Chicago Skies, they need some pieces. Everybody needs some pieces. I don't know how the trade works, but they definitely need to get her a point guard. She needs to play the point guard position. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, man, definitely hit the subscribe button if y'all new. I thank y'all for tuning in. If you don't hit the subscribe button, I appreciate you being in here anyway. And that's all I got for now. I'll be back on. I still got other breakdowns to do. Chicago Skies, them basically being edged by the Connecticut Sun, which is still undefeated. You know, I'm gonna be doing that one. But man, thank y'all.